Fellow fishermen, welcome to Fishing Planet. Now, this video will hopefully guide you on how to get a good start in the game and how to make money and not blow it all like I did. As you can see in the top there, I am on level 15. I got to around level 12, I blew my money, I travelled around the map, I lost all I had because I wasn't getting enough income from the fish I catched to cover my travel costs basically. I was spending a lot of time in Emerald Lake, which is £2,350 to travel, and a lot of time in Mud River. Starting off the game, you start off in Lone Star Lake. Obviously, this is your home river, home lake, whatever you want to call it. It's free of charge. You can see no travel costs. Let's talk about licenses quickly. Get yourself the advanced unlimited license. There's no restrictions. You're allowed to fish at night. You can absolutely keep everything. Starting off the game, you should not be chucking anything back in the water. You should be taking everything you get. That gets you the XP and gets you the money, okay? Do not throw anything away. Even at level 15, I'm never throwing anything away at this lake. I'm keeping everything, just get my money. Unless my keep net gets full and I'm wanting to get money fast, I start throwing some of the smaller stuff away and getting the bigger stuff to obviously get more money from it. So when you start off in the game, you start off with a telescopic rod, this one here, Telefloat 4550. Now I wanted to explain about progressing in this game with best way I found to go. I found to go is with spinning rods. As soon as I could get my hands on a spinning rod, that's where the money is to be made, by spinning for the bass or bass, whichever, American, English, tomato. Get up to level 3. As soon as you get to level 3, buy yourself this value spin 190 for 1,250 in-game pounds, dollars, whatever you want to call it. Then get yourself a spinning reel. I think the next one I got was this one here, the mini spin 1200. Now while we're on spinning reels, I want you to take a pay attention and have a look at this over here. Maximum drag, okay? Maximum drag 1.55 kilograms. This means you can catch fish up to 1.55 kilograms without having to worry about your rod or your reel having damages or breakages. Now if we go back to our rods and look at the value spin. Now this can take a line weight of 1.5 to 3 kilograms. So this rod can handle fish up to 3 kilograms, okay? Now, when you're thinking about putting a line on this, I think starting off in the game, you're going to start off with some of these money games. Fluoro, no, this is for coins. Yeah, for coins, you may have a few coins. You get quite a few coins when you start off with. Again, these ones, you need to be level 5 to get this. So let's go back to, I think, mono. This is where you're going to be starting off. So again, level 3. So once you get level 3, you're going to get your spinning rod, your spinning reel. And take a look at this now. Line test is 1.4. Now, if you remember, the reel was what? 1.5 to 3, and the rod was, again, 1.5 to 3, etc, etc. This 1.4, this means your line will break at the equivalent of 1.4 kilograms. So this means your line will break rather than your reel or rod. It's a lot cheaper to replace your float, your lure, your spoon than replacing your reel or your rod. So always get a line that's going to snap at a lower test breakage than your reel or your rod. Alright, this is the most important thing you can concentrate on in upgrading in your game. Let's go back to the spinning rods. So once you get this, the next one I would save up for is skip level 5, wait till you get to level 7. You're going to progress to level 7. If you play this game for maybe 1 or 2 hours solid, you're going to get to level 7 very easily. Go to level 7, now you can get 1.5 to 3.5 kilograms. So again with the reels, let's look at reels for level 7. Okay, down here, let's take a look at this. This is a bloody good reel. I did have it, I sold it because I wanted to go back and make money, so I did sell it in the end. Now this can take up to 2.6 kilograms. This means you can catch fish up to 2.6 kilograms. It's a bloody good reel. But for staying on that Lone Star Lake, where you're going to rake in your money from catching your bass, stick with your mini spin and stick with your either this one or this one. They're perfectly good rods. I've got this one, as you can see. It's in my home bag, whatever you want to call it, my sack. This is what I use on this lake, period. Now if you want to stick it to, let's go into my, this is my spinning. I got a progression here, and this is my float rod. My float rod is the basic one, the tele float. I've got a few floats here. Oval, hook size. Okay, go to my, oh shit, wrong button. Go to my home. Let me talk about hook sizes now. The lower the number, so for number 4 is a larger hook than a number 6, and number 8 is a smaller hook than number 6. So the higher number, the smaller, unless you get down to things like this. So it's, you see here 2-0 or 3-0. 3-0 is larger than this, so if it's got a 0 at the end, then the higher number is the larger the hook, okay? Let's go now back to float. If you're going to be float fishing, set yourself up. Oh, I can put line and reel. Okay, I'm not taking this because I've only got one reel. So you put your reel on, you put your line on, you put your float on, you put, let's say, a size, I would say for a Lone Star Lake, a size 6 hook to a size 8 hook is ample. And for your bait, best bait to use, I would say, is the bread and the grasshoppers. I think it's grasshoppers. So look, baits, common baits. Nope. What have I got some filters on here? Yeah, grasshoppers, these ones. The fish around there, and red worms, they absolutely love them. You don't need to blow money on anything else, alright? Stick with your red worms and your bread and your grasshoppers. You're going to catch a fish probably every one, if not every 30 seconds on a float. But those fish do not bring you in the money. They bring you in maybe, I would say, a maximum of £100. That is absolute max per fish. If you want to go for upgrading once you get to your base, your bass, by spinning, you're going to get, again, average, I would say, 600 kilograms to up to 1 kilo for your base. And again, they're going to earn you the money and the experience, okay? Let's see, what else do we want to talk about here? Yep, so we've talked about getting off your telescopic rod as soon as possible and going on to your spinning rod. Keep your telescopic rod, don't sell it, because that's going to be your float rod. Whenever you want to have a breather from spinning and go back to float fishing, get yourself on the spinning. Hooks, we talked about hooks. Where is hooks? Shop. Hooks, here we go. So yep, barbless, you don't use barbless. I don't know if I got any here. Here, barbless. Stay away from them, anyway, you won't be able to get them to level 8. Make sure you always get the hooked ones. Size 10, now for Lone Star Lake, I would recommend 8, 6, and possibly even a 4. 2 tend to get a little bit big for the size of the fish there. Their mouth just doesn't grab it, and you miss strikes, etc. I would say best one to use would be a 6. The best bait to use, I have found at Lone Star Lake, I would probably say cheese and dough balls. You need level 5 for dough balls, and possibly bread. Bread is very common, it's cheap as peanuts. You're going to get a fish probably every minute on this at least. Do not strike until that float has gone completely underwater and it's shaking like mad. If it just bobs up and down and you think, okay, I'll strike, you're going to miss it. 90% of the time you're going to miss it. Wait until that float has come completely under. Give it a split second so it's gone under and it's shaking like mad, then strike. You're going to get a fish 99.9% of the time. When spinning, again, you're spinning, you get a bite. If you strike too early, it's going to rip it out of its mouth. Just keep, what's the method? Stop and go. So basically you stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Eventually you get a strike, stop, go, and then once you feel like, okay, I've done 2 stop goes in a row now, it's on, then strike. You're going to get it. 99.9% of the time, again, you're going to get it. Once you've got enough money saved up, I would stay on this lake until you're at least level 5 to level 7. Stay on this lake. Do not move around the map until you're past level 5 or level 7. The next lake I would move on to would be Emerald Lake, this one up here. Now, you need a minimum of £2,350 for just 1 day of travel. Let's have a look at 2 days. 3 days, 3,500. I'm not sure how much the advanced license is, but again, you get yourself the advanced license. No point getting basic because there's no light fishing. You get the best fish night around here. I'm not sure about the restrictions, I haven't read it, but obviously you can read this here yourself. Get yourself the advanced license. I don't know how much it is. I would say a couple of thousand at least. Travel there for 1 day is going to cost you this. Now, do not go there until you have a keep net, rod bag for at least 2 rods, if not 3 rods at least. Get yourself your vest and your tackle bag, so you can take extra line, you can take extra lures, you can take extra baits, etc. You can have a play around. Now, do not leave there until you have filled your keep net up. I made the mistake of going there, catching maybe 5 fish and leaving. Now, I left and I did not make my money back for the travel costs. I was paying, like you can see, 2,350. I left with 5 fish in my keep net and I got like 1,000. So I was losing over £1,000. I didn't realise this because I didn't even catch up on it or cotton on into it until it was too late, and I lost my money. With a full keep net, let's go back to my keep net. Ooh, wrong button. My keep net is, I don't know, let's go back to shop then. Keep nets. My keep net can keep up to a maximum of 12 kilograms of fish. Single fish can weigh up to 2.5 kilograms. Now, at this lake, I have caught, where am I? Map, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. I have caught, I think, 3.2 kilogram fish. That did go with my net, and I did bring it back, and it got me quite a bit of money. So, most important is a good quality keep net. God damn it, where am I going? Keep net, keep net, keep net, keep nets. Here we go. This 2 kilogram maximum weight, don't even bother, just don't bother, just don't go there, okay? 20 coins, don't bother. This one, 7, yeah, okay, this one's not bad, but I wouldn't take this one to that Emerald Lake or Emerald City, wherever I bloody call it. Wait until you get to level 8, at least, like I said, minimum level 5 to level 7 before you go there. I went there, I think level 5, I took this with me, yeah, it's okay, it's good, but it wasn't bringing me enough return to cover my travel costs. Once I got this one, I was making, I think, 3,000 to 4,000 profit by filling this up. The best times to go there, I believe, I went there in the daytime. As you can see, these peaks here, this is where you're going to get the most fish, okay? People say, oh yeah, go in the low, that's when the fish are sleeping. I went there, I started at 7 o'clock at night, and I fished until, I think, 11 o'clock at night. I filled my keep net up within those couple of hours. It was like an hour of gameplay at the most. I filled my keep net up, and I made £5,000 profit, etc. Mud River, let's talk about that while we're here. Mud River, yes, you're going to get some good catfish there, but I think I caught probably average catfish weight was around 600 to 700 grams. I caught a couple of them, I caught a couple of the other pumpkin seeds, or whatever they call them, I don't know. That's all like black, yeah, I got a few of these pumpkin seeds, or something they call them. Common catfish, yeah, you get quite a lot of these. I don't know, here we go. Largemouth, here, these ones. Caught a couple of these, and then the regular carp and largemouth bass, sunfish, etc, etc. But first time I went there, I filled my keep net up, the 12 kilogram keep net, this is. I filled it up, I came out, and I only made £700. I lost £500 in travel costs. I don't see the point over this one. This one's free, and I make more money on this by filling my keep net up than I did on this. Don't even bother going here unless you just want to have some fun. You've got enough money to blow on it. Alright, because it's fun catching the catfish. Best with catfish is a float, a size, I would probably say a size 4 to size 2 hook, and cheese. The catfish love it. You're going to get quite a good lot of catfish in your keep net after this, but it's not going to get you the return. You're going to end up probably losing money as I did. This one, like I said, don't leave until you've got your keep net full to get your money. If you leave, you're going to lose. Okay, now from there, let's go back to the shop. I'm going to talk about the rod progression. If you want to go up in float, from the tele float number 1, level 1, I recommend getting this one next. This one can catch up to 4.5. You can get 1.5 to 4.5. This is a good float rod, and also if you want to go early, get this one as well. Same, but this one is a little bit better. Now with reels, don't even bother going casting reels. Spinning reel, you're going to start off with this one. My next recommendation would be to get the Inspire Cast 2000. This one is a little bit extra. It's got all these shiny things over here, and I got a clue what it means, but this reel is much better than this reel. Don't ask me why. I have even heard other YouTubers and other people in game when I'm chatting say that this reel is much better than this one. Don't blow the money over this one. Get this one. After that, save your money up and get the level 7, this one down here. This Castello XS 1400. This is a freaking good reel, and with that you want the rod. Oops, rods. You're gonna get this one. Next one I would say is the Value Spin level 7, and then the Jig Winner. No, not the Jig Winner. Sorry, this one, Featherlight. This is a bloody good rod. Again, you catch up to 4 kilograms, and up to that I haven't really progressed much. Obviously you can see, let's go to the next page, see what I've got. This is one I've got in my other kit. This is what I use on the forgotten the name, Emerald Lake, thank you very much. This is what I use on the Emerald Lake for my spinning, to catch all the fish at night time. Go there from 9 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock at night, you're going to get the money. So I think I've covered most of everything that I wanted to cover. If you have any questions, I will be glad to answer in the comments. There will be other videos on this. I'll teach you the best hotspots for Lone Star Lake, how to make your money on Lone Star Lake, and what to do on Lone Star Lake to catch the base, etc. The best lures. Oh, lures. Thank you. Yes. Lures. So, like I said, once you get off of the float, get yourself on a spinning. The best lures to use. Never even listed it. Best lures to use. These two here. Start off, obviously you're going to get level 3, you're going to get the reel and rod at level 3. Start off with this one. I find the gold has actually given me more fish compared to the silver. This one, I would say I get a fish if not every cast, if not every other cast. After that I progressed up to, let me find it, I didn't bother with the 9 gram. This one's a little bit heavy unless you get a bigger reel. You're going to say that it's too heavy for your rod, etc, etc. And let me find it. This one. Get to level 8. Oh, this is what you're going to want. You're going to want this for the Emerald Lake. Get this. Chuck it on your spinning rod. Cast it out as far as you can. Let it sink to the bottom. Stop and go, stop and go. You're going to get a fish every single goddamn cast. I can almost put my life on that. If not every cast, every other cast, you will get a fish with this barbless narrow, whatever you want to call it, spoon every single time. I haven't tried much others. Stay away from the grubs and stay away from the, what do you call them? Do not use the grubs, do not use shades, and do not use tubes, and do not use crawlers and creatures. Go to spoons. Like I said, these two spoons are good. These ones, yeah, they're good, but not as good as these. This one I've used. These ones, obviously, I've got their 7 grams. For Lone Star Lake, you're not going to get very much in the weight for the fish. This one, like I said, for the other one. But once you get to the level I'm on and you can afford it, you're going to start wanting to get yourself a jig. Let's go to worms. The jig I have at level 10 is a blue worm. A 5cm blue worm. I bought it for 1 in-game gold or coins, or bait coins. Yeah, bait coins. And to go with that, we had a jig head. It was a 5 gram jig head. So the blue worm and a 5 gram jig head. This gets me a fish on Lone Star Lake nearly every single cast. 99.9% guaranteed I get a fish on every single cast on this. I cast out almost not 100% cast out or 50% cast out, slowly stop and go, bring it in, I'm getting a fish. So, there, that is about it. I think I've covered everything. So like I said, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I will do my best to answer as soon as possible. Thanks guys, have fun, good fishing.